Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of April 4th. As always, we're going to get started this week with the Mythic Plus affixes for the week. This week we have Fortified, Bolstering, Storming, and Thundering. Again, that's Fortified, Bolstering, Storming, and Thundering. Of course, last week we had some news with the Mythic Plus affixes getting changed. Some good ones, some bad changes, like bad changes to explosive. We'll see where this all shakes out. I'll try to keep updated on all of this as more information comes out. We do have the patch coming up very shortly, though, in 1 month. In fact, right before I started recording this video, Blizzard released that the patch will be coming out on May 2nd. So 1 month, 4 weeks from today, basically. And we will have a new patch quite early. Even for, people like to see these good cadences or whatever, this is quite early for the patch to come out. Now, this is clearly influenced by Diablo 4 coming out, and they probably want to give people time to get the raid done and stuff like that before jumping into Diablo. But I do not think it's super healthy to have patches this quickly, in my opinion. It is what it is at the end of the day, but I think it's very, very rough for casual guilds to have them go quite this quickly. I think May 16th or whatever the so it would be May 16th would have been a little bit more appropriate, but then of course it's really close to the Diablo launch, so I definitely have some thoughts on that. But that just literally came out as I started recording this. Other news in the game for this week in particular is the Darkmoon Fair is going on this week. You can go there and get your your profession knowledge and stuff like that. There's also ways to help complete your trading post stuff at the Darkmoon Fair as well to get your monthly rewards there. And the normal stuff with the Darkmoon Fair, the pets, the toys, the mounts, achievements, and keep adding more stuff, Blizzard, because it's actually a pretty cool place. We do have time walking continuing. So what's interesting about this time walking event, I don't think I mentioned this last week. While these 6 weeks of time walking is going on, you are going to be able to get a heroic piece of loot from the time walking quest in Valdrakken for like your max level characters or whatever. And it's just like an incentive to do more time walking. This week's time walking is Pandaria in particular. So you can go to time walking, go to Miss Pandaria, and take part in that if you care to. And it's very good for alts, especially if you very casually play your alts like I do, to get like a heroic piece of loot from the raid. So that is nice. On Wednesday, we have the March of the Tadpoles. This is not something you need. You won't be missing anything if you don't take part in it. But you can, if you do take part in it, there is ways again to earn trading post stuff if you do want to do it. Of course, sometimes it's nice to do these things. I'm always kind of surprised. There are so many casual players in the game who do enjoy this stuff, and I try not to breeze past it. But some of these are, very underdeveloped, and I think this is like one of those. So we also have the very beginning of Noble Garden starting out. That's obviously the Easter holiday. That'll be starting on Monday, so basically next week. But Noble Garden will be starting up. There's, of course, Noble Garden achievements as well for the trading post. And, there could be new stuff with Noble Garden as well. They said that they're going to revamp some of the holidays and add stuff to it. So I will be looking to see if they've added anything to it. It would be nice if they did. If they didn't, it is what it is. It's still one of the more decent holidays that they have in the game as it is. But it'd be cool if they added more to it. So a bunch of little side things going on this week in the game. Obviously, all of this is just overshadowed by the news that 10.1 is going to be coming out in 4 weeks. I think for the most players, it'll be very welcoming. It's new content, it's a new zone, a new raid, a new everything like that. And I do suspect my guild very well could kill Mythic Razagath this week. I think that's extremely possible. So it won't end up mattering, but it does kind of stink that it doesn't seem like we ever get to really do on farm. And we'd have to add days of raiding, hours of raiding per week to do that. I don't know. Maybe it's such a small group of people that it just doesn't matter. But anybody who only raids 6 hours or less a week, I think this kind of patch cadence is almost too fast as far as new raid tiers and stuff like that. I think it's great to have fast patch cadence with the 10.07 patch where you have that new cool zone and stuff like that. But the raid release might be a little bit too ambitious here, in my opinion. It can be a bit rough. you know, in my opinion. So I'm definitely a little bit sketched out by that. I hope it's not like that every single tier. I hope it's a one-off because of Diablo 4, and it's not going to be like this every time, because this is going to be a bit rough if it's going to always be like this. So yeah, but overall, I'm looking forward to it though. I want to do the new zone 2. I think most people are just excited for the new content, new season of PvP, new season of Mythic Plus, new Mythic Plus dungeons to do, and I think most people will just be kind of excited for it. So don't want to completely cloud it with my own bias that, you know, we're in a very low rating hours a week guild, and you know, we might not have time to, if we don't finish the raid this month, then that's on us, but we won't have time to like have fun farming the raid and like, you know, getting best in slot items and stuff like that. So that'll really be the real kicker there for us, unfortunately. So yeah, super excited about it though. Just news I wasn't expecting to see today. I already kind of mentioned, I always do a little bit of update, but I already kind of mentioned that. Some videos that I want to do, and hopefully I have time to do, is I want to talk a little bit about rep PvP stuff, because there's like, I feel like I need to speak out, even though I'm not a big PvP player. I feel like I need to kind of speak up for rets in PvP, and kind of like give an honest opinion, in my opinion. What I can try to be is the most honest I can about the rep PvP stuff, and then maybe also talk about the Mythic Plus affixes as well. I didn't get a chance to do that this week, so would like to talk about both those things. But that is it for this one. Again, huge news on the patch coming out in 1 month. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody have a good one.